I wanted to change the entire NHL landscape, so I removed every single star player from the game, and what I consider to be a star player is anyone over an 88 overall. So teams like Buffalo and Arizona, they weren't really hit by this, while Tampa and Toronto, they're basically destroyed. So I'm going to go ahead and simulate halfway through the season, and we'll see how the teams are doing. Through about 42 games, the Sens are currently sitting first in the Atlantic with a 30-10-3 record, while the Chicago Blackhawks are first in the Central with a 23-15-5 record. Yeah, you heard that right. The Chicago Blackhawks are first in the Central. I don't care that every other team sucks. You guys are hot garbage. And speaking of hot garbage, leading the Metro is the Philadelphia Flyers, 22-14-5. I understand every other team is worse now, but come on, the Flyers and Blackhawks aren't that good. And to finish it all off, the Sharks are leading the Pacific with a 29-11-2 record. Currently leading the Pacific Division is Kuzmenko with 14 goals and 38 assists for 52 points. Now I want to mention somebody created this roster and Kuzmenko, so don't blame me if you think that's way too many points for him. I didn't create the player, someone else did. Jordan KYROU from the Blues is leading the Central Division with 13 goals and 36 assists for 49 points, while Nick Suzuki is leading the Atlantic with 44 points consisting of 16 goals and 28 helpers, while Patrick Laine, he's going to lead the Metro Division, 26 goals and 23 helpers for 49 points. Leading all defensemen currently is Erik Karlsson, 7 goals and 32 helpers for 39 points, while Jake Allen, he's leading all goaltenders and wins with 23 wins. I also want to mention I put Devin Dubnyk to replace any goalie that was removed, so Vasilevskiy and Shesterkin, they were lost from Tampa and New Jersey respectfully, so now you got Devin Dubnyk, and he's going to carry the way for you guys. Now that we know how every single team's doing, we'll simulate to the end of the season and see how everyone finishes. When the season came to an end, the Sens are leading the Atlantic with a 50-26-6 record, while the Chicago Blackhawks are leading the Central with a 43-30-9 record. So you're telling me once we removed every 88 overall player, and that includes Patrick Kane from the Chicago Blackhawks, they're going to finish first in the Central. I'm sorry, but Nashville's better, St. Louis is better, Minnesota's better, Dallas is better. I'll probably take Winnipeg over them. So I'll take every single team in the Central ahead of Chicago, except for probably Colorado, seeing as they literally just lost their entire team. Oh, and leading the Metro, that's Philly, 43-30-9 as well. And similar to Chicago, I'm probably taking every single team in the Metro over Philly. And not only did they lead the Pacific, they also led the entire league. The San Jose Sharks, 56-23-3. That was a massive surprise to me. I honestly didn't think they would actually dominate this much. So now I'm going to quickly go over every single team. Trevor Zegras, he's leading the way with 35 goals and 46 assists for 81 points. While Clayton Keller, he's picking up 77 points, consisting of 33 goals and 44 helpers. David Krejci is going to take over for Boston. He's dominating, 30 goals and 59 assists for 89 points, while Tage Thompson's leading Buffalo with 63 points. Tyler Toffoli's doing what he can with Calgary, 22 goals and 40 helpers for 62 points, while Teravainen, he's picking up 70 points to lead the Canes. Leading the Chicago Blackhawks is going to be Jonathan Toews, 29 goals and 40 assists for 65 points. How is this team that good when your leading scorer only had 65 points and it's Jonathan Toews? No disrespect to Jonathan Toews, but I'm sorry, my man, you're past your prime. You're not what you used to be. Nichushkin's leading for Colorado, and it's a bit sad over here, 20 goals and 35 assists for 55 points. I mean, to be fair, he did lose like every good player on his team, so I shouldn't be that surprised. While Patrick Laine, he's having a fantastic season, better than I expected. 55 goals, 48 assists, 103 points, and he led the entire league. Good work, my guy. Jason Robertson's having himself a decent season as well, 23 goals and 48 assists for 71 points, while Veron is picking up 31 goals and 35 helpers for 66 points. Evander Kane had a good season with Edmonton, 40 goals and 33 helpers for 73 points, with Verheege's leading the way for Florida with 68. Jonathan Marchessault's doing what he can with Vegas, picking up 32 goals and 46 assists for 78 points, while Kempe's having a fantastic year, 24 goals and 44 helpers for 68 points. And Zuccarello is doing what he can in Minnesota, picking up 61 points. Nick Suzuki's having a great year as well, 23 goals and 50 assists for 73 points, while Duchesne's picking up 72 points, consisting of 27 goals and 45 helpers. Not gonna lie, Hughes, you were very disappointing. 66 points isn't bad, but seeing as you played all 82 games and the division was technically weaker, you should have had at least a point a game. Look what Barzal did, 17 goals, 69 assists, 86 points, and he also just got a big payday. So congrats on securing the bag, my guy. You'll love to see it. Trocheck's leading the Rangers with 70 points, consisting of 25 goals and 45 assists, while Claude Giroux leads Ottawa with 37 goals and 46 assists for 83 points. And somehow finishing with 84 points, ahead of Claude Giroux is Kevin Hayes, 32 goals, 52 assists, 84 points. There's no way you just carried this team to a playoff spot. Congratulations, my guy. You just did the impossible. Leading the Pittsburgh Penguins is, of course, Penguins legend Teddy Bluger, 13 goals, 47 assists, 60 points. I'm going to keep it a stack. I have never heard of you. Logan Couture is doing what he can with the Sharks, 30 goals, 51 helpers, 81 points, not a bad season. Bjorkstrand, he's going to be picking up 64 points as well, while Jordan Kyrou is dominating for the Blues, 80 points consisting of 28 goals and 52 helpers. Hagel's leading Tampa. I mean, somebody had to. 22 goals and 42 assists for 64 points, while William Nylander's picking up 34 goals and 38 assists for 72 points. Leading the Vancouver Canucks is Kuzmenko, 19 goals and 69 assists for 88 points, while Backstrom's picking up 81 points to lead the Washington Capitals. And to finish it all off, Mark Scheifele, he's picking up 88 points consisting of 31 goals and 57 assists to lead the Winnipeg Jets. Speaking of Winnipeg, I'm trying to pass them in YouTube subscribers, so if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe and turn notifications on. So of course, we already know Patrick Laine's leading the entire league in scoring, Carlson's doing it for the defense, while Jack Campbell, he's picking up 38 wins with a 919 save percentage and a 272 goals against. So taking a look at the playoff picture, my bet's the Islanders in the East and Vegas in the West. Really, the Islanders didn't lose anyone, so I expect them to be pretty solid. And just like that, my Islanders are falling in 7 games. That's tough. And for some reason, they have the Caps logo now. Not too sure why, but hey, we'll check on all those who fell. So for Boston, Frederick's leading the way, 2 goals and 3 assists for 5 points. Yeah, no disrespect, but when Trent Frederick's leading your team, you're not going to succeed. Athanasiou, you were looking fantastic, my guy. 4 goals, 1 assist, 5 points. Everyone outside of you and Jonathan Toews, absolutely garbage. But I mean, we already knew this team wasn't that great. Kirby Dach's leading Montreal with 4 points, while Tovanen's picking up 5 goals and 2 helpers for 7 points. Barzal, you let me down, my guy. Well, I shouldn't say you let me down. You had 2 goals and 6 assists for 8 points. You did your thing. The rest of the team's not looking bad either, but I mean, you fell in 7. You just lost to a good team. What can I say? Stützle, 8 assists for 8 points, not too bad. Well, Couture, you're looking fantastic. 2 goals, 10 assists, 12 points. You couldn't have done anything else, my guy. And Mikheyev, 6 assists for 6 points. What can I say? You fell in the first round. Yeah, I don't know what to say. So taking a look at our second round matchups, we got the Jets versus Kings, Oilers versus Vegas, Caps versus Flyers, and Red Wings versus Devils. When the second round's coming to an end, my Vegas Golden Knights are still surviving, and they're off to the conference finals. But let's check on those who fell. Perron, you picked up 9 points, but the fact that Detroit made it this far is actually a bit surprising. For Edmonton, Janmark's leading the way, 11 points. Honestly, I have no clue how it wasn't Evander Kane or Nugent Hopkins. Atkinson, what can I say? The fact that the Flyers made the playoffs is incredible. 2 goals, 8 assists, 10 points, and the fact that he made to the second round is even more impressive, seeing as this team is a dumpster fire. Ehlers, nothing you should be ashamed about. 7 goals, 6 assists, 13 points, but the only thing that does suck is your team is completely falling apart right now, and by the end of the season, it's going to be a complete dumpster fire, and half the team's going to be traded. Taking the C away from Blake Wheeler is definitely going to blow up this team. So taking a look at our conference finals matchups, we got the LA Kings taking on the Vegas Golden Knights, and the Washington Capitals taking on the New Jersey Devils. I'm very surprised New Jersey has made it this far. And when the conference finals came to an end, we got us a rematch. It's going to be the Vegas Golden Knights taking on the Washington Capitals. Of course, it should be no surprise. Kevin Fiala, 10 goals, 7 assists, 17 points, and Eric Holla, he's picking up 4 goals and 11 assists for 15 points. And when the playoffs came to an end, the Capitals are defeating the Vegas Golden Knights in 6 games. I feel like this has happened before. Marchessault, you were great. Nothing you should be ashamed about. 15 goals, 10 assists, 25 points, and you led all postseason scorers. While Nick Backstrom, 6 goals, 16 assists, 22 points. Who would have thought you would win a Stanley Cup without OV? And Darcy Kemper, he was the man. 16 wins, a 920 save percentage, and 277 goals against. Congrats on winning back-to-back cups. Alright, so I still haven't figured out how teams like Philly and Chicago did so well. I understand every single team got worse, but even with every team worse, I would still have these 2 teams in the bottom 10.